Welcome to Niagara Falls. Let's get it. Who would have thought Niagara Falls would be so cold? But you know what? It's absolutely fine because when it's cold, you get some snow and you get to create some incredible imagery. And what better way to create imagery than to be challenged by Xiaomi? When they sent me this postcard of Niagara Falls, it really got me thinking, what are different ways I can capture something that is better than this image right here? And that's the whole idea. This challenge is to think beyond the postcard. Alex and I, when we got to Niagara Falls, we were utilizing Xiaomi's Mi 10T Pro devices. Some of the things I'm really impressed about when it comes to using the Mi 10T Pro is the color range and the dynamic range. The images really pop, the colors are fantastic, and they're sharp. They're very sharp images. You can zoom in, you can crop them, and it allows you to really play and create more versatile type of photos. The back has a whopping 108 megapixel main camera and a 13 megapixel ultra wide with an aperture of 2.4 and a 5 megapixel macro with 2.4. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about 3 different techniques you can use when creating images that really speak volume and can go beyond your typical postcard. So let's get started. Photo number 1. So for the first photo, I really want to think differently. I was like, okay, when you go to Niagara Falls, what do you usually do? You just stand there and you take a picture of the falls and that's it. But that's not enough. That's not dynamic. That's not interesting. So what we thought was, hey, let's buy something from the dollar store and really create some sort of depth. Allow people to feel like they're escaping into this amazing nostalgic environment. And in order to do that, you can incorporate different elements into your photo by holding them close to your lens. And so we bought the snowflake and I shot straight through it. And we want to create this cave-like environment where you're almost kind of diving into the image. The results are fantastic. You get a very unique perspective. You get an image that is more compelling. And of course, something that you may have not seen before. For the second photo, I really want to work with Alex and create a really cool, unique portrait image. Now, I wanted it to be a little bit different and play along the lines of symmetry, think about lighting, and so on and so forth. So we created a scene where he would hold a crystal ball and throw it in the air. And what that did essentially with the wide lens camera is that it brings you in and pulls you in. So the importance here is to add motion into your images and add another element or an object that can really bring a more dynamic kind of perspective to your photos. Now for the third photo, I really thought to myself, what is something that constantly happens when I get closer to the Niagara Falls? Well, you get a lot of mist, and that mist gets on your camera lens and you constantly have to wipe it out. But I thought, okay, let's create a really cool visual effect where we're gonna get a blank invisible sheet and we're gonna spray some water droplets on it and you hold it against or in front of your subject. And it creates this really cool texturized image. And texture is another very key component when you're thinking about imagery and creating compelling images. Texture allows people to have some sort of sense of feeling, it's more tangible in a way, and it's a more expressive technique for really creating compelling photos. This was super easy to stage and not very difficult to capture, but you just want to kind of move around your lens and make sure that you're capturing it so that's not obstructing your view. Think like an artist. Artists really envision different ideas and they go about creating them. And I want you guys to really challenge yourself to think differently. Not always take the same standard image, try to mix it up, incorporate different elements, even natural elements such as water droplets. So Niagara Falls was an absolutely incredible experience and working with Xiaomi is always super fun. And I definitely enjoy getting challenged to create images that are more compelling than this one. Not to say that this is a nice photo, but let's be real. The photos I took, I'm a lot more happier with. But this doesn't end here. I'm going to challenge Alex, and he doesn't know it yet, to continue beyond the postcard and to go out and to create dynamic images that he can challenge the next person. And I challenge you guys at home to think differently and to go out and create some really compelling photos. And that's all for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys all very soon. Peace.